A weak housing market sparked by a sluggish economy has made its presence felt in the city of College Park, as homeowners, and the city, begin to see lower assessed values on properties. City resident Robert Boone said he's felt the impact.
I'm just recently retired, and I've seen the value of my property go down.
The city collects a small percentage of a house's assessed value through real property tax, and City Finance Director Stephen Gross said lower assessed values on homes means less revenue for the city.
Real property tax makes up potentially half of the city's revenue for any given year, and the real property tax is, comes straight from the assessment times the city's tax rate. Whatever the assessment is really drives that portion of the budget.
Rowe added that to offset climbing expenses, the city needs to look to solutions that will include tightening the belt and making cuts to city personnel.
Primarily what's been done in the past, there have not been any layoffs, but there really haven't been any additional positions added either.
University of Maryland finance professor Cliff Rossi said that while the area has seen some hope for recovery in the market, the values are still low.
I would say that in the D.C. metropolitan area, of which College Park and PG County would be included, market prices are a little bit better, but still very soft, and will probably continue to be fairly soft for the next 12 months, if not the next couple of years.
Discrepancies in supply and demand have had a large part in the depreciation of home values, according to Rossi.
It does not look very good for a couple of reasons. One, the first reason is that the demand for housing remains extraordinarily weak for a couple of reasons. One, people that normally come out and buy homes, first-time home buyers that are a large portion of the market, folks that are buying up a house from having already owned a house today, are stranded in their current homes because the value of their home is less than the mortgage that they pay, so they can't actually move out themselves. And then finally, we have investors that that no longer are interested in looking at housing as an attractive investment compared to alternative investments. So with that, demand is very soft. And then when you compound that with, on the supply side, we have sort of this glut of foreclosures that are now sort of coming onto the market in the wake of all the robo-signing and the moratoriums that were on foreclosures. Now banks are dumping them back onto the market, and that's depressing home prices because it creates such an inventory of supply of housing right now.
The lower values have left some residents fearful to refinance their homes at lower mortgage rates because of the down payment required to refinance.
It's too expensive to refinance for most people. And what they do is they add it onto the value of their house or to the mortgage, so they don't seem like it's like using a credit card. You don't think about it, but it adds up.
Rossi said there is some hope for recovery, but the government needs to take the right steps and follow policy more conducive to homeowners and the lenders.
The federal government needs to basically have a greater sense of urgency about creating national housing policy than they've had. Right now, there's all these fragmented attempts, to try to address the problem either through loan modification programs or whatnot, and those really haven't been very successful.
This is Jim Bach with Inside the Show.